Life is like a party.
There is no light to brighten the room, but a small glimmer of Luna's moon, faintly trickling through the small crack in the drapes. In the depths of darkness, the moonlight shone upon a single thing, the only thing this light seemed to illuminate in the blackness of the night. In the corner of the room, barely visible, if not for the small light bringing her face out from the darkness, was a pink mare. Her fur was a monotone pink, her mane straight as could be, and her eyes, which were brought out by the moon, were a delicate baby blue. The residents around town could describe these eyes as lively and filled with love and joy. They were said to bring smiles to the face of any pony who gazed into them. They brought happiness and filled a pony with the desire to have fun and make the most out of their day. Or at least, that was on most days. This, however, wasn't like most days. Tonight, these beautiful blue eyes were filled with fear. They were filled with confusion and regret. They weren't happy eyes. These eyes were the eyes of a pony who feared. The pink mare sat motionlessly in the corner, eyes wide. No sound but the beating of her heart. No movement but the lifting and falling of her chest from her warm, heavy breaths. She looked into the darkness of the room, almost as if she were trying to find something within the depths of the shadows.
Come into the darkness.
The words flowed about the room, entering one ear on the pink party pony and exiting through the other. It was happening again. The voices that had been plaguing her mind all night. The words were soft and intimidating, but they didn't seem aggressive or threatening. They may have even sounded somewhat reassuring, almost like they were saying, "It's okay, we're here." Words danced through the air. The voices echoed loudly and whispered quietly. High voices that would certainly send shivers down one's spine, and deep voices that make your hair stand on end. These voices were woven together to create a melody of sorts. Their musical tone whisked past the mare's ears and caused her eyes to continue scanning the shadows. They spoke again.
Don't be afraid, Pinkie. Darkness is but the absence of light.
Pinkie's ears pricked up, a look of fright and confusion painted on her features.
What?
She stuttered. Her breathing and heartbeat took no time to quicken their already disconcerting pace. The dark harmony of voices continued to speak, slowly and ominously.
Darkness is no more frightening than light. The only difference being, in one you can see what horrors there are to be afraid of, and the other, you're left in ignorant bliss.
Pinkie flattened her ears to her skull and began to shake. She whispered.
I'm dreaming. I have to be.
To this, there was no answer. The voices did not ring out. For a brief moment, there was nothing. But only for a moment. Seemingly out of nowhere, or perhaps out from the darkness, came a strike. A hard, painful strike that landed right across the face of the dismayed party planner. In place of the echoing voices came a pitiful whimper from the mare, who tried her absolute best to hold back tears. She held a hoof to her face to discover a gash, and from it dripped thick, warm blood. Pinkie looked around the darkness through her blurred vision, in an attempt to spot what had hit her, and maybe even why. Luckily for her, the dark choir came to her beck and call.
Did that feel like a dream to you?
There was a bit of nasty emphasis placed on this remark, a sneer, almost a growl. Pinkie Pie sniffed and held a shaking hoof to her injury.
this is happening.
She spoke with a soft and wavering voice.
Please.
The mare breathed.
Please leave me alone.
She had now given up holding back any tears. Salty streams were free to flow down her cheeks and dripped from her chin to the floor below. Pinkie didn't want to believe any of this was real. It couldn't be. Could it? The pain, the fear, it was so absolute. Perhaps she may not have believed this was the truth, if not for the slash across her cheek, which was sending waves of pain throughout her face. But even then, the whole thing felt surreal. Maybe it was a dream? Why hasn't she woken up? Nothing made sense. Where were the voices coming from? Why wouldn't they leave her alone? Was she crazy? Why was the pain so real, and why was the fear so overwhelming? These questions rushed through Pinkie's mind, though not a single answer could be found. Almost as if the darkness could hear these thoughts, it spoke to her once more.
You want the light, do you? You want clarity.
Pinkie opened her eyes.
Huh?
She softly said.
Come closer, and you will find what you are looking for.
The words sent a cold chill through Pinkie's body. Pinkie shook her head roughly side to side.
No!
She nearly screamed.
I want my friends. I want to wake up. I want you to leave me alone.
Pinkie sobbed.
When will this end?
You like parties, don't you, Pinkie Pie?
The voices asked. They spoke with cryptic tone and unnerving equanimity. The pink pony wiped tears from her eyes, which were now completely bloodshot.
What does that have to do with anything?
She asked. Her voice was quiet and sad, completely depleted of happiness.
Come here, and you will find the comfort you were looking for. Your friends likely miss you. You want to see them, don't you? You want to party with them and have fun, don't you?
There was almost a mocking tone to the voices, as if they were taunting her, as if they were daring her to come closer. They were trying to trick her. This she knew. But the mention of her friends, parties, fun, it was a slim chance. But could obeying the voice get her what she wanted? Comfort, fun, light, and love? Pinkie didn't really believe what these mysterious words told her, what they echoed in her mind. She didn't trust them. They were ominous. They were vague. They were mischievous. Of this, she was certain. But what other option did she have? Wait out the agonizing darkness, sitting alone in the corner with the echoing voices in her mind to keep her company? She wasn't even sure if the voices were real. It may have still been a dream. Or perhaps she was just going mad. The party pony wasn't too quick to respond. She sat in silence, pondering. She closed her eyes and let out a long, shaky sigh. When she opened them, they were once again filled with tears. Pinkie Pie's motto has always been, "Life is like a party." This was her way of saying life is crazy and chock full of surprises, and if she intended to get by, she'd have to roll with the punches and take life as it is. Remember to make the most of things and have fun. Well, it was time to take life as it came. Pinkie Pie looked at the floor beneath her, then into the dark corners of the room. She inhaled one last long breath and breathed.
Life is like a party,
she spoke, before getting up and heading towards to darkness. The last thing she'd feel is a sharp pain as a small amount of moonlight fades from her vision. The last thing she'd hear that night, while the world faded away, was a choir of voices whispering gently, almost beautifully in her ear.
Life is like a party. Sooner or later, they both have to end.
I am so glad this is done. Anywho, hi there, my name is Melancholy Poet, or as the channel is named, The Wandering Mare. As you all can tell, I am a new YouTuber / narrator. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed this video. It is currently 4 o'clock in the morning, so pardon me if none of this makes sense. I am tired. First and foremost, I would like to thank all of you lovely ponies for watching this. I do hope it was to your liking. Secondly, I would like to say that there is a planned release schedule. Once a month, I will release a new reading and/or comic dub. I won't be doing anything special for Nightmare Night, simply because I like to do things big. And seeing as I wasn't able to do a promo for Nightmare Night special, I just don't think it's going to be possible. So yeah, no. And lastly, I want to go through all of my thank yous. First off, I really want to give a shout out to Kiran Millan. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, please message me if I didn't. She is my first subscriber and just a really good, aspiring YouTuber with lots of potential, so go and give her lots of love. Let's show her how special this fandom is by giving her the support. The support. The hell was that even? Okay. Like I was saying, she is an aspiring YouTuber with lots of potential, so go and give her lots of love. Let's show her how special this fandom is by giving her the support to be better. Not to say that she isn't good already. Also, I want to thank Lunar Republican, who helped me with the finishing touches of this reading. Thank you a million times, Lunar. Really, it helped me a lot. Also, give Lunar some love. He writes fanfic. Go check it out, it's great. Also, a major shout out to the one and only RealmOMFG, who wrote this story and allowed me to do this reading. Keep writing. Links to all these lovely people in the box below this vid. Go check them all out. Also, if you like the music in the background, there will be links to that as well. So yeah. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with others so they can enjoy it too. With lots of pony love, The Wandering Mare.